Alright, here we are again. I know, 2 reviews in one day. Holy crap, world's coming to an end. Um, this time, a little film that surprised the hell out of me probably more than any film this year, and that would be Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. It was a movie that I thought would just be silly, not really that good. The last film they did in this vein was that Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, which was at best. But they really did a good job with this one. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. For those who don't know really anything about it, it's actually based off a book of the same name, which was kind of a, I don't know, remake or whatever you want to call it of Pride and Prejudice. Instead, this time it has zombies as well. It has all the same characters, all of that's the same. We're just throwing in zombies this time and seeing what happens. So, like I said, with the trailers I saw and some of the other things, it looked like it was going to be a decent movie. I really did not expect to come out liking it as much as I did. So that was a very pleasant surprise. The movie's some very good action from all the characters. The story is actually surprisingly very well done, especially with the way they kind of alter the characters from the original book, the original Pride and Prejudice book, and just kind of throw them into this world that now has zombies basically decimating England. So it was a very pleasant surprise to watch this movie. The act, like I mentioned earlier, I mean, all the acting's very well done. Everybody does a thoroughly good job. I will give major props to Matt Smith in this movie because he very much, the mannerisms he has in this movie are very reminiscent of his time as the Doctor, and I loved every scene he was in because of that. I thought they were all incredibly well done, and it was a very funny role. And like I said, it very much felt like I was watching the Doctor again, and I loved it because I enjoyed Matt Smith as the Doctor. Now, everybody else does a equally very good job. None of their names pop up as something I can remember right offhand, but everybody did very good. So it's a very surprisingly good movie for me. The only, I guess if I had to pick a downside to the movie, it's a little hard to follow at times, especially if you're not familiar with Old English. And it is what it is. I mean, it's not a movie to be taken seriously. It is a kind of a little joke of a movie. The whole premise and everything. I mean, like I said, it's Pride and Prejudice with zombies. So it's not anything, you're going to need to be taking serious, but it is still a very enjoyable movie. Like I said, surprisingly so. And I give it a 3.75 out of 5. Go watch it. It's definitely worth seeing. So just go see it and have some fun. I mean, it's a very enjoyable, afternoon watch. It's not anything that's going to be winning Oscars, but it was a very enjoyable movie. So go see it. Let me know what you think. See you next time.